are live, everybody. Welcome back to another Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night, won't even say night, I would say Monday midday stream. Considering pretty much, I think a lot of the shows for WWE this month from Raw and SmackDown are gonna be overseas and other places, so earlier start times here. So I'm here once again. We recently did it for SmackDown. We're here for Raw, and I think we have to do it for I think the other Raws and SmackDowns throughout the rest of January as we lead up into the Royal Rumble, which kickstarts the road to WrestleMania. Now, yeah, I don't really know too much that's really going on here tonight. I do know for a fact that I think, if I'm not mistaken, we only know about the if I'm not mistaken, the only match I'm aware of is the AJ and Gunther match. That's the only one I know. Everything else is pretty much I don't know about. So if you guys know anything about what we could be expecting for Monday Night Raw or Monday midday, let me know. But definitely let me know.
For the first time in almost 29 years, Monday Night Raw emanates from the country of Germany. And for the first time ever,
Non-stop combat sports agenda. Appreciate the follow.
tonight we are live at the PSD Bank Dome. Over 11,000
I think they're in London, right?
for Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix
Peter Mendoza, appreciate the sub.
DoorDash. Well, fresh off his grueling win over
I think they are there, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yo, what's good, Martin? Hope you're having an amazing Monday start so far.
ladies and gentlemen, Logan Paul, Austin Theory,
Bronson Reed and Austin Theory versus Penta and Dragon Lee tonight.
found after his loss to Punk last week.
Can we just at this point give um the Lucha Brothers?
Take on Penta and Dragon Lee tonight. He's the newest
Oh, I got Javon Evans versus Bravo.
high flying Javon Evans, and tonight he's in action against Bravo America.
I'm guessing they're gonna have him feud with everybody in El Grande Americanos faction until they.
Monday Night Raw tonight. The phenomenal AJ Styles is taking
I guess that's what they're gonna do with them. They're gonna pretty much start him off in the lower card and build him up. That's what it seems. Finally, my computer works. Hey, it's no problem. Hey, better late than never. You gotta love and but also hate technology at times because it can do that to you,
versus AJ Styles, the first time ever on Monday Night Raw.
bro. I'm so happy we're getting this match. I've been wanting this match for so long. We're getting Pyro to start off the show. Is great. I was not expecting that. Happy birthday, Raquel. Hey, happy birthday, Raquel. I didn't know her birthday was today, but the more you know. Happy birthday to Raquel, a fellow Texan.
Time ever hosting Monday Night Raw live on Netflix.
Got EO. WWE gods, give live the Rumble win. Man, honestly, we might have to do a prayer on a Royal Rumble day. When we do the Royal Rumble stream, we might have to do a quick prayer on that day for Liv Morgan winning the Royal Rumble. Yeah, we gonna have to assemble that day. We gonna have to assemble. We gonna have to be in the words of Drew McIntyre. We gonna have to pray for it and hope it happens. That's the type of energy we gonna have to be on January 31st. For sure. We're gonna have to be on that type of time. We're gonna have to be on that type of energy. But yeah. And we're starting off with the new WWE Tag Team Champions. I wonder how long they're going to hold those titles for is my question. Because I think they're going to hold those tag team championships at least until WrestleMania. And then I think maybe the night after, maybe one of these two women potentially turn on the other. That's what I'm thinking. We're kicking off with the date quote already. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque McMahon. I mean, hopefully, I mean, WWE has been better. I mean, the first month than it was last year. But granted, last year you had a lot more going for it with John Cena coming back, the retirement tour, The Rock showing up, potentially being a factor in WrestleMania. So there were some things to look forward to. But I do think, at least for SmackDown, they have been doing really, really good. I just need Raw to kind of pick it up just a little bit, and then we're talking. No more tag matches for Mania. For Liv and Mania. Yeah, I don't know. I've been listening to like a little different content creators, just trying to get people's opinions and stuff like that. Because usually when I'm not streaming, I'm trying to get other people's opinions on things happening in wrestling, getting people's perspectives. That's how I learn as I go. But I came across a content creator and he was talking about Royal Rumble, and he thinks Liv Morgan should be the runner up again, and then he also thinks they should have her, Liv Morgan, and Roxanne go after the tag team titles at WrestleMania and have it be a TLC match. No, I don't want to see that. No more. No more tag team matches. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm honestly over it. I'm being so serious. I'm not even trying to like be that type of person, but like I'm honestly over. I was honestly very irritated last year that they did that again when she was having a stellar, couple of weeks going into that show, and then the story that they were telling, it looked like they were gonna set up maybe Bianca, not Bianca, but Liv, Rhea, Io for the women's championship, but it seems like they replaced Liv with Bianca. That's why I feel like this time around, I do think Bianca takes the loss here because she did get the win over because she got the win over Liv at the Chamber. So
So for weeks now, we've been battling not only physically, but mentally with the Kabuki Warriors, and we have finally put them in their place.
I feel like they're gonna come back with those tag titles.
Because I'm proud to tell you all that you are now looking at the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions!
Yep. Yes, indeed. They are the tag team champions. I feel like they might set up maybe Rio versus Charlotte and Alexa, maybe at Saturday night main event. SmackDown is the A show now. I don't see Raw picking up until Seth returns. No, hey, appreciate the love from India. Hey, shout out to you.
But me and Rhea put respect into them because no one is ready for Rhea.
So apparently I did see.
And guys, the party, it is just getting started because we are here to lay down a challenge to any tag team that wants to try and step to us. It is just getting started because we are here to lay down a challenge to any tag team that wants to try and step to us.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. No, no, no. Is this what we're doing, chat?
Morgan, Roxanne Perez of the Judgment Day.
Two former tag champs in their own right, Michael Cole.
Is this what we're doing, chat?
Excuse me. Hi, Io. Hi, Rhea. Long time no see, buddy. You look good. Well, Roxy and I just wanted to come out to congratulate you guys. Last week, you guys won the Women's Tag Team Championships, and wow, what
Knowing
a
that
reason to celebrate. So come on, guys, let's give another round of applause for Rio!
I'm blushing because Liv is gorgeous. Yep.
So cool, guys.
Your girls, Leo.
Only problem is, those still belong to me. I am one half of the greatest women's tag team champions of all time, and I never lost my title. So, we could do things the easy way.
Or the hard way.
Give me
The choice is
my titles
yours.
back, or we could do things the hard way, and I will take my titles back. So,
Well, not so fast. Bailey and Lyra Valkyria.
Now we got Bailey and Lyra coming out.
Interesting, Wade, because Lyra Valkyria throughout the week on social media very upset that she believes her and Bailey have not been taken seriously as a tag team by anyone in WWE.
So I'm guessing we're gonna get like a tag team match, and I guess the winner maybe faces these two at maybe Saturday Night Main Event.
Ding dong! Welcome back, Liv
I'm-
Morgan. Great to have ya. Excuse me while they sing for me real quick.
Leo faces bright as a red tomato. Oh Lord. Ah.
I love you, Dusseldorf. Thank you so much.
Hey, oh no, Bellas. Nah. Pack them up. Send them to pasture. That's where they go.
See, I'm very loved here, Liv. I'm also very good because we know that you didn't lose the tag team championships, but you know who did? Your little tag partner right there did lose the tag team championships, and if I'm not mistaken, I beat Roxanne just a couple weeks ago on Raw. So I think that if anyone deserves a tag team title opportunity, it's these cool guys right here with their brand new gear, Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. What about that, Germany?
Like I said, Bailey, we're here laying down a challenge for anyone.
Rhea, I got this.
I'm so glad my 49ers beat the Eagles yesterday. I think a lot of people were shocked that happened.
Oh, wait a minute. The
Oh,
Kabuki
Kabuki Warriors.
The former champs clearly taking that loss incredibly badly. Taking out the tag champs outside the ring and now staring down a ring full of potential challengers for the tag titles. And here we go, the battle's underway.
So I guess a triple threat tag team match. Winner faces them maybe at Saturday Night Main Event.
Scrap in the women's tag division. In the women's tag division, Wade, we talked
That's what it seems like right now.
now. Heating up with teams from both Raw and SmackDown, vying for position and an opportunity at the gold. The gold held by these two women picking themselves back up. While the melee in the ring continues. Yeah, Rio is not going to take that lying down after being taken out by the Kabuki Warriors. And now the tag team champions laying waste. And Rhea and Io standing tall. As all the other teams squabble for second place, it is clear which team.
I think that's probably what they're doing, chat. Triple threat tag team. And then maybe we'll get one of these teams at Saturday Night Main Event because they got to load up that show. What y'all think?
Cole, thank you so much. I'm here with AJ Styles. AJ, tonight you'll face the man who defeated John Cena in his final match ever at Saturday night's main event, Gunther. AJ, what is it about Gunther that makes this so personal for you?
Jackie, you know, when I got in this business, I learned pretty quickly that it was about respect. Respect for the ring, respect for your opponent, respect for those who came before you and paved the way. Now, I'm not saying that John Cena and I have been on the same page, but we bonded over that word respect. And week after week, Gunther disrespects John. So last week, I slapped the taste out of his mouth because John couldn't. And Gunther, I'm going to teach you about respect. I'm going to teach you that it is a hill worth dying on. In fact, I'm going to make you tap out
Ooh.
like a little bitch.
Oh.
AJ using Gunther's words.
Bouncy. Okay, we got my twin up next. My twins up next, y'all. Yeah, no, you know I rock with my twin. Yeah, don't worry, Leo. Liv not going back into the tag team division this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking like, okay, my question to you, Youngblood, and you and anybody else that's in the chat. Do you guys think the reason why they're doing this with Liv for right now is for the simple fact that they're just trying to help her get her reps in and kind of knock off that in ring rust a little bit before they put her back in singles capacity? Because I do think they're gonna do maybe Stephanie and Raquel at maybe Saturday Night Main Event, because I just don't see them putting that match at the Rumble unless they're gonna make it maybe the night after Rumble. They can do like something along the lines of that potentially. Leo is really wrestling. Uh, Leo is really wrestling, and your twin is streaming. Facts. But that's what I'm thinking they about to do, chat. What do y'all know? What do y'all think? Do y'all think they're just having her be in this tag team for right now, just to help her get her reps in before they decide to put her back in singles? Because I do think she is gonna be in a singles capacity at WrestleMania. That's just what I'm thinking. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, she's gonna be in a singles match. And if you want me to be honest, we've all been saying it. Like, honestly, you guys, this is what we might have to do. If we're gonna be watching the Rumble, we want Liv to win. We might have to say a quick prayer on that day. On that day, we might just have to do that. We might just have to. They're trying to get Liv back into wrestling swing, not Rusty Rise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I feel like since she's been out of the ring for a while, I feel like you want her to kind of knock that in ring rust off that or whatever, and then from there kind of just build her back up. That's kind of just how I'm seeing it. I might be seeing it from a different point of view, but I just feel like that's kind of what they're trying to do here. Because it's like they've done that in previous years, if I'm not mistaken, where they brought somebody back and then they had them kind of get the reps in before like a big match or something. Yes, I believe so. Plus, we got one more stop before Rumble, so yeah, don't worry. Rio will retain the title and Liv will win Rumble. She will eventually choose Raquel as her opponent instead of Jade. I feel like what they do is have Liv win the Rumble, but you tease it before you ultimately have her make her decision. Like, you see how they did with Bayley a couple years ago when she won? They teased the idea she could be going after Rhea, who was the current women's champion at the time. But we also knew the story between Bayley and Io that was brewing at that time as well, considering everything that was happening in Damage Control, the fact that she ended up being kicked out of Damage Control, and everything that she kind of went up against going into her match. I think that's what we do. I think you set up a scenario where Liv does win it. Then Raquel is champion. She feels threatened by the possibility of Liv Morgan picking her for the title and whatever. Then she pretty much makes the first move, kicks her out, especially right now, especially how pretty much you're having Raquel be this heel, this dominant force to be reckoned with, and then you have her take out her own friend, Liv Morgan, and then she ends up pretty much taking taking some time off for like maybe a couple of weeks, and then she comes back and she tries to attack Raquel at probably in the ring or something, and then she picks her as a WrestleMania opponent. I think that's kind of how they do it, similar to how they did with the Bayley babyface turn, because I do think WWE themselves do want to position her as a babyface.
Invites in Finn Balor for a very eye-opening conversation. Undertaker welcomes one of the creative geniuses of WWE and his longtime friend Bruce Pritchard.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Undertaker's podcast, Stephanie McMahon welcomes in Bayley. Bayley, I'm sure, has a lot to say after her career here in WWE. And impulsive Logan Paul welcomes Ken Get this, Michael Cole. Breaking news after what we just saw. We are going to have
Okay, a number one contenders match tonight.
triple threat match in the women's tag division. Bailey and Lyra take on Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, who take on the Kabuki Warriors.
As
Coming up tonight
and have
on
them
Raw.
talk about Liv behind her back while Liv is in the background listening. Exactly.
So close to becoming tag team. Finn, did you see that? Did you see what we did?
Finn ain't even. He just trying to play the game. I'm just trying. He said, "I'm just trying to chill."
What are you doing? I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about you. Last week you said you're going to carry the Judgment Day on your back. You said you wanted gold. Was that all talk?
Oh,
Judgment Day doesn't run Monday Night Raw by sitting around waiting for things to happen. Raquel's not waiting for her title shot. We're not waiting for our title shot. So what are you waiting for? It's time to stop playing games.
oh, she's talking though.
She's got a point, Finn.
You know what you need to do, Finn. You know what you need to do. You know what.
Just you watch.
Hey, Finn. She dropping some knowledge on you. She had to drop some knowledge on you, Finn. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. It's time.
Tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, 7 Central on the CW. Oba Femi.
Like what damage control? Exactly. That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do.
Last week, what happens to the title now? Find out tomorrow night. So Javon Evans and Bravo go.
Man, push my boy Finn. Man, hey, I'm gonna call this right now. What y'all think, chat? I want to get y'all opinions. Imagine Finn Balor wins the King of the Ring tournament. I mean, we known him before he came to WWE as Prince Devitt, but King Balor, hey man, they got a ring to it. King Balor getting an opportunity for a world title at SummerSlam? Sign me up. Maybe you give him the Money in the Bank briefcase. I know people want to see Dominic, and I think it's a possibility he ends up winning. But I think the three guys that I want a person to see win that briefcase is Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, or LA Knight. Those are three that I think that deserve to win.
Slap to the face to Javon Evans, and now the aggressive Bravo on the attack. Mentioned earlier, Rayo was upset by Javon Evans a couple of weeks back.
Haha, Alex. Javon stole his twin Leo's ring here. LOL.
That's what Javon Evans pulled off against Rayo. Let's say it correctly, shall we? But right now, Bravo was giving a little lesson to Mr. Bouncy himself, Javon Evans, and that is unnecessary. Javon returns a slap to Bravo, and now Evans looks to take over.
If Javon ever needs a tag team partner, it will be Leo. Facts. He know he got me on speed dial. He know what's up. Just tell me, give me the word. I'm making that flight. We going on. We gonna handle business. We become tag team champions. We putting the tag team division on notice, and we finna elevate the tag team division. We already know. I feel like Liv and Roxanne got this match tonight, which I feel if Liv and Roxanne wins, I see Liv taking the loss for the team by getting pinned by Rhea. So after. Wait, let me just see if I can pull up the actual chat on my other monitor here, so I can see everything. They're gonna give King of the Ring to Solo and Money in the Bank to LA Knight. MFT is running out of things to do, and they need more gold. Yeah, possibly. It's crazy he's only 21 and already is a big star. He has a lot of potential. I don't understand what WWE's saying. It's like they see him as a big star, but not as a centerpiece or anything like that. Or is it anything? But what were you saying? I think it was Youngblood. I think you said pretty much them taking the tag team titles. What's good, Wolf? What, just coming in to lurk and say, hey, hope you're having an amazing day, man. But what y'all think is going on, chat? I know, Youngblood, you said something about what was it that you said? That Rhea would pin Liv, and if they end up having Judgment Day win tag team gold, not tag team gold, but challenge them for it, and then that sets up maybe Roxanne seeing Liv in a different light. Is that what you think? Huh? Arlington, Texas, polar bear. What do you mean? What do you mean polar bear? Who is Polar Bear?
See about that, just a good old-fashioned
Y'all know who that is? Cause I don't.
just range on those arms.
I don't know who that is.
Reversal now by
I don't know who that is. Lone Rebel said that.
and now the
That wasn't me. That was Lone Rebel.
what a step up Inzaguri. Tell you right now, Javon Evans is so inventive, so resourceful in that ring. Once this man takes flight, and I fear he's about to do exactly that, it could be curtains. Wow!
I'm supporting my friend Oracular.
Flying out of the ring,
Ah,
Bravo. Will takes him exactly why this man set NXT ablaze with his skill set.
he's talking about me.
This was so
I'm about to say, what is that a running joke or something? Cause I've been kind of out the loop for a minute, so I'm like, what are you talking about?
up over the top of Bravo.
Oof, man, I'm gonna say this right now. They need to give Javon the IC title. If they're not gonna give it to Finn, which I feel like they should, then give it to Javon.
Bullseye followed up by this knee right to the jaw of Bravo, almost getting the 3 count. And Bravo at this point really living dangerously.
And the resilience of Javon Evans on display here tonight. He's a remarkable athlete.
Incredible blend of athleticism, creativity, and charisma. But that may have just been knocked out of him.
And kick right to the jaw of Bravo and now caught. And Bravo. And this looks very familiar. This airplane spin.
Calls this the Nino
Javon versus Dom Sam. Yeah, because I feel like that could be a very high, caliber type match. Do you see Roxanne and Raquel stabbing Liv in the back after the match? Which I could see Rio and Io going back to saving Liv. I don't know about that much, but like they could set it up maybe like post Mania or probably like I feel like if they're gonna do that, maybe you set that up maybe after the Royal Rumble. You could do that after Royal Rumble. Because I feel like right now, considering the Royal Rumble is only like 2 weeks away, you want to pretty much not do that just yet. First you got to give Raquel the title first. Then I think you can lean into that.
Wow! Spanish fly by Evans. Javon fired up.
This audience just came alive. How spectacular!
Oh, gee, Cutter. Fly by Evans.
Uh-oh. Javon fired up. My twin is fired up.
Came alive. How spectacular!
Cutter!
Cutter.
OG Cutter. That's it. 1, 2, ball game. And my twin wins again. Hey, Javon is him. I know we always say Carmelo Hayes is him, and he's indeed him, but Javon is him too. Let's be real here. Javon is him. Put the IC title on this man. Shoot, put the World Heavyweight Championship on this man. That man can cook in the ring. Oh, my girl, Bayley and Lyra win tonight. It's a possibility Bayley and Lyra win this. Did anything happen before this match? We pretty much, we ended up setting up a triple threat tag team match, which is Liv and Roxanne versus Kabuki Warriors versus Bayley and Lyra. Number 1 contendership for the women's tag team championships.
Ryo trying to get involved. El Grande Americano trying to drag Javon Evans out of the ring. And now Evans set right over.
I don't know how soon before you get to my channel. I don't know.
Javon Evans tossed over the announce table by Los Americanos and Evans now on a barricade.
There's no escape now, Javon.
I just want to get out of the way.
Trouble, so do I.
Javon Evans is caught. And now, wow, leaps over the announce table, over El Grande Americano, and now makes his way out.
He outsmarted him. Chat.
Javon Evans on full display here tonight.
He got the job, and now he's bouncing. Just too fast and too elusive. What a major victory.
Outside the women's locker room for an hour. Let them all know it gets settled tonight. Got it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Where is he? How long are you too?
for blessing us here on Monday Night Raw with
Paul,
your
I'm not in the mood.
And I am?
Braun Breaker, when he shows up, and when he shows up with bad intentions, you tell him, turn around and go home. Because tonight's not the night, and I'm not in the mood, and I will not tolerate it.
You know, I have to tell you, it's my life's honor to be your messenger boy.
Oh, I love it.
I'll let him know. If he shows up with bad intentions.
Boy, thank you so very much.
The pleasure's all mine.
Yes, it is.
Well, the reason Breaker may show up with bad intentions is because of his loss last week to this man, the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. Punk is here live, next on Raw.
Sometimes.
If you guys have not yet, check out Leo. Yes. Okay, so speaking of that, I will be doing a reaction tomorrow, and I want to get your opinion on how we should do this, because I want to get your thoughts and opinions. And so pretty much, you guys, it is a long video. I think the video is about 36 minutes. The video, I think the video is 36 minutes, right? Now, would you guys let me do a long, like my regular reactions, or would you guys like to see me do it live and pretty much we engage together as a community?
Because more often than not, she misses her monthly payments. And each one missed.
Cause I'll do it like regular, like I used to, but I don't want to make. I mean, cause sometimes I tend to like stop and get my thoughts and opinions as I go or whatever. So what do you guys think? Should I just do my regular smegular, or should I do it differently and see how it goes?
Wait, there's a peanut inside me? Nice. M&M's. It's more fun together.
Hey guys, get Little Caesar's pizza deal. 2 large pizzas.
Live, I would say.
Each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
Depends on your schedule, bro.
Get 2 large pizzas for $4.99
Yeah.
each. Online only. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza.
Over the years, people have
Cause usually I tend to like drop a video earlier in the morning, like before 10 and whatnot. So I don't know.
Or OS.
We'll see.
Got those breathing interruptions during sleep? The loud snoring, choking, daytime fatigue? It could be OSA. Talk to your doctor, because there's nothing superhuman about ignoring OSA symptoms.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping fully clean because he was relying on the dry stuff to wipe. Yikes. But what man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. Behold, wet extra large dude wipes. See how wet dude wipes completely clears while dry TP smears, leaving debris behind? Uranus. Ditch the itch and switch to wet extra large dude wipes for the best clean, hands down.
Introducing Subway's new self-club. Now members get every 4th foot.
Leo, are you able to read my message I just sent?
Use my fibula later.
Live is probably fun.
4th footlong's free.
I'm gonna look at your message.
4th foot long's free.
Let me
Now
see.
Stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower pickers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Fudge the fabric sale, Francine.
Where did you send a message to?
Folks are freaking out over 4th foot long free.
The Royal Rumble is presented by Cricket. Join Cricket Nation to get reliable nationwide 5G. Smile, you're on Cricket. And by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. And by Intuit TurboTax. Now this is taxes. You know, Fanatics set up a Royal Rumble in WWE.
Are they showing this again
New York Giants star Cam Scadaboo's Twitch stream.
in the chat?
Entrants include athletes who will be attending Fanatics.
Try sending it again, cause I might not be able to go back and read them all. Try resending your
Jalen Brunson of the
your message in the chat.
Carl Anthony Townsend next month, many others. Fanatics Fest will take place July 16th to the 19th, featuring more than 500 superstars, athletes, and celebrities. The Royal Rumble is on January 31st.
Okay, let me get these clips uploaded, and we should be good to go. And this one, make sure I'm not missing any. Okay, then I should be good to go. He asks Leah, "Do you see Lola Vice or Tatum Paxley helping out Liv when?" I don't know about Tatum Paxley and Tatum, and I don't see Tatum or Lola helping Liv. If it's anybody, it's gonna probably be Rhea and Io. I do have a laundry room, but I'm saying it might be. Wait, let me see chat. I do have laundry, but it might be more of a hassle than a black shirt.
I'm not ever going to get tired of saying that. I'm not ever going to get tired of the privilege of being your heavyweight champion of the world. And as outlandish as it sounds, my plan is to be champion forever. But we are on the long road to WrestleMania. And anything can happen. Hell, just ask my friend Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I can plan on being champion forever. I can plan on being champion come WrestleMania.
Cody's name keeps getting booed. I feel like they're just turning him heel, Oracle fan. I feel like that's what they're gonna do.
Sometimes I feel with you people having my back, I can do the impossible. I said I was going to be a fighting champion, and right around the corner before we get to WrestleMania, we got the Royal Rumble. 1 month later, we got the Elimination Chamber. 2 opportunities for somebody to call their shot. And I'm the guy standing here wearing the gold. The road to WrestleMania goes through me. I just survived a battle last week with Braun Breaker. So him, Paul Heyman, and the Vision are in my rearview mirror. It's time for the champ to look forward and do champ stuff. With your support, I very much look forward to finding out who my next challenger is gonna be. Thank you, Dusseldorf.
Oh! Oh! Okay. Finn and CM Punk?
Especially because of what Liv Morgan said to Finn Balor just a bit ago. Telling Finn Balor, you promised to carry Judgment Day on your back. Go out and win some gold.
Hey, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. The push has begun. Facts, Wolf. They said they weren't gonna push him. They're giving him a world title shot, so that's something. That might be a match at the Rumble, potentially. Well, I don't know. Would they? Well, I can feel like they probably could put 2 world title champions on there, right? They'll put like.
Gonna make a statement. Go after the champ.
I just said earlier they might do it from a way. I mean, facts. It's gonna be in next week in Ireland. Okay, so that might be what they're doing.
I'm not waiting for the Rumble. I'm not waiting for the Chamber. And I'm not here asking for a handout. But when you won that title, you named me as someone you want to face. So here I am, champ.
Hey man, I need this, man. I know they're not gonna do it, but if they did it for Drew, can they do it for Finn, please?
Mention your name on a long list of very talented individuals that, as champion, I want to test myself against. But where's your ambition, man? That was 2 months ago. Where you been?
Oh,
Huh? I look in the back and I see you're playing video games. You're worried about Dom. You're trying to help JD. Some weeks, I swear, you're just shining Liv Morgan's shoes.
hey, Punk, don't go there.
You think it's going to be easy coming out here and picking on the champ? You watch me get my ass handed to me in War Games. You watch me go through a war with Braun Breaker last week. You think you're just going to pick the bones? Is that it? Hey, if you get a title shot, am I going to be wrestling Finn Balor or am I going to be wrestling Finn Balor in the Judgment Day? Because I just did the numbers games with the Vision, okay? You know what I'm capable of. But I am a man of my word. I did say your name because you are impressive and you are talented. I'm a fan of Finn Balor.
Bro, this is what I need.
If I said I was going to be a fighting champion yesterday, that means I'm going to be a fighting champion today, and I mean today. I'm going to go in the back, I'm going to put my boots on, and we're going to do this right here tonight.
Tonight? We're getting this tonight, bro? We're getting this tonight.
You see, Punk, I've been around long enough to know that timing's everything. See, I'm not jumping the line to face you. No. Anyone who's watched my career, from Europe to Japan to NXT to Monday Night Raw, knows that the line starts here. So you don't have to worry about Dom. You don't have to worry about JD. But I won't be alone. You see, I've watched your career time and time again take home field advantage at Chicago. Well, check your schedule. Because next week, we're in Belfast, Ireland. And it's going to be the Punk versus the Prince. And there's going to be a new Irish World Heavyweight Champion.
Yep, we're getting next week, chat.
All right, Prince, you're on. I apologize to the fans in Dusseldorf for you disappointing them because they wanted to see the champ work. And I'd like to take the time now to apologize to the fans in Belfast when they have to watch me put their countrymen to sleep with a GTS. Because at the end of the night, I'm going to be standing on your chest with the ring announcer saying, and still, heavyweight champion of the world, see!
I mean, my question to y'all, chat. If they did it for Drew, can they do it for Finn? That's my question.
Well, Finn Balor took his shot. The question is, can he capitalize? And I beg our general manager, Adam Pearce, going to be a good one. AJ Styles versus Gunther.
With them not having Braun Breaker out there, he's winning the Rumble. Honestly, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening, but it would be very shocked because I think people didn't see Drew winning. So I'm just saying that opens up the possibility that they could do it for somebody like a Finn Balor. But it would be crazy to have two of your top stars drop their belts on the road to WrestleMania. Punk retains, simple as that. It's not going to happen, but I'm just saying it would be very shocking for them to do that and something very bold.
You just don't know when to shut up, do you? Guess I don't.
You know, if you are here to tell me about respect, AJ, you are punching above your weight. Because I'm the man that made John Cena.
And let me get that one up too.
You are gonna come in here and complain, huh? Pierce, I want him.
Two of the best in-ring technicians for the first time ever on Raw. Earlier tonight, AJ Styles told Gunther that it is about respect. I'm going to teach you about respect tonight when I make you tap out. AJ Styles, one of the all-time greats, versus the ring general Gunther.
Well, that's going to be a good main event, chat. So we got Kabuki Warriors. Balor Club coming back. Hopefully. What do y'all think about actually giving him his theme? If they let him have his theme back next week. Going into it. I like Balor. I want him to be back where he was years ago. The Triple Threat Women's Tag Team titles number is happening here. Yep. It is. It indeed is. But Punk is also my guy. I doubt it happens. I would be okay. I understand. The reason why I'm not saying Balor is going to win it, but it will be very interesting to have him win. Even if it's not like a long period of time, whether if it's like a month reign and he drops it right back. You know what I mean? I just want to see him actually get a legit title reign where he's not known for just a guy that had it for a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? Or just had it for like 24 hours and had to relinquish it, didn't even get to defend it, didn't even get to have a proper entrance without him being injured. I think we want to see him actually do that. Braun will interfere in that match next week. It's definitely a possibility. What grade would you give season 5 of Stranger Things, Leo? I'll give it a B. Because it was okay, but I feel like there were some things that I preferred them to do. They could have done more of. And the ending kind of just wasn't, what I wanted to be. Gunther, just go to catering. Your doofus son-in-law boss has ruined you. I'm dead. Caleb Finn versus Punk. Yeah, we're getting Finn and Punk next week for the World Heavyweight Championship. If you are just now tuning in. Leo, with Finn getting that match against Punk, we all know that Liv and Rox are going to win, which Lyra's going to get pinned by Liv, thus having Lyra turning heel by attacking Bayley. I mean, that would be very interesting because I honestly do think Lyra needs something. Don't get me wrong. She's very good in the ring. I feel like she is in like top 5 when it comes to like in-ring for WWE in the women's division. But I feel like with her character, it's not really resonating with the fans. And I feel like that's kind of not really what you want to do. So maybe her having a heel turn gives her like a new lease on life where she can actually have an interesting character that does get the fans invested in her to where she is able to, get the audience, to be in tuned with her, but that's kind of just one of those things. Because I honestly think if you really play your cards right, she could honestly become like a Queen of the Ring winner or a Money in the Bank winner this year, for me, in my personal opinion. I really do think if they play the card right, she could win a Money in the Bank. The storyline Leo most wants to be in is, Alex, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Alex. I don't think that Katie. I don't think they're gonna have Liv be tag team champion again right now. I just don't. Because here's the thing, I mean, granted, I mean it makes some sense because she didn't lose him, but then again, it's like with the reports saying that they want her to be in a singles capacity and want her to have do something really major going into WrestleMania. I I don't think you want her in the tag team division because I feel like that's really going to upset a lot of people potentially. It's going to upset a lot of people if you put her back in the tag team division when we've been seeing that for years at this point. That's been just the norm. Raquel wins. Yeah, I feel like Raquel will win the world championship maybe at Saturday Night Main Event if that's going to be the case. And then, honestly, you can have Liv win the Rumble setting up that match. Because I do think Liv is going to probably win that world championship going into the summer. Because I think if you're going into SummerSlam and Money in the Bank, I do think Liv is one of those talents that you want to have that world championship on, and you're having her go up against top names. Maybe you do have her have a rematch with Raquel. Maybe Roxanne gets in the mix. Maybe you do have Lyra, who's a heel at this point, going up against her. That's something interesting. You have AJ Lee as well. Maybe you do have Stephanie wanting to get her another tag team title, another title opportunity. Maybe you do Nikki Bella as a one-off on Raw. You have many different people there that you can have her work with. I think Liv will win Money in the Bank. I don't think they will give her another Money in the Bank victory, although I can see them doing that, but I think WWE really wants to see her win that Rumble. Because it's like, she's already done Money in the Bank victories already. She's already done the tag team title stuff. And I feel like it's like, what do you do? Like, she has to be in a big marquee match at WrestleMania, and it can't be tag team match. It can't. Look how much times. I mean, yeah, they fumbled her many different times, but then again, it's like she's not where she was a couple years ago. She's at this point a top star in my personal opinion, and it's like when you look at the top stars that you do have in the women's division, when you think of people like Rhea Ripley, when you think of Bianca, when you think of Charlotte, you think of Becky, you think of Bayley, you think of Io, and Alexa. What does all those people have in common? All of those women have either won the Rumble, won the Chamber, and have walked in potentially at WrestleMania as a world champion. Liv Morgan is a top star like those women, but the difference is she has not competed for a world championship on a big stage like that. And people can't say, "Oh, she's not ready for that spot." If that was the case, they would not be putting her in marquee matches at SummerSlam, having her going in as champion. They would not be putting her in the position if they did not think she was on par or on that caliber to compete on a level like that. And plus, we already planted the seeds for her going up against a Stephanie. We already planted the seeds between her and Raquel. So the story is there. If they really wanted to, you can have Liv go up against a Raquel from the story aspect of things. You can have Liv go up against a Stephanie. You can have her go up against a Raquel. You can maybe do a combination of all three if you really wanted to, just so you can have everything that's going on. You have pretty much Raquel and Stephanie beefing. If they do get the title on Raquel, Stephanie's going to come back. She's going to want that title back. But she's also going to have to deal with Liv Morgan, who won the Women's Championship, who probably got turned on by the Judgment Day. You have an interesting dynamic and you have an interesting narrative to play going into WrestleMania.
of lack of chemistry within the team, which can be called into question.
And Roxanne Perez up over the top now, looking to control. Kyrie sent back to the center of the ring. Nice takedown by Valkyria. Drop kick to Sane into the
I mean, granted, yeah, you're gonna bring a lot of them up.
There from Lyra Valkyria, might looking to finish the job here.
Well, using a Kyrie as a weapon, dropping Roxanne Perez, and Kyrie trying to get out of this predicament and does.
Up that right wing there was Lyra Valkyria, but smartly getting out of there was Kyrie.
Kyrie caught by Lyra. Now, taken down Lyra and Roxanne.
Get in there and dance, Cole. Go on.
Asuka was also dominant. Yeah, look how dominant Io and Rio was before. I mean, yeah. But at some point, you can't deny the fans anymore, though. Okay, that's my point that I'm trying to try to get across. It's like, how many times are you gonna dangle that carrot in front of them before you actually pull the trigger, right? You don't want this to become like an LA Knight situation where the fans are really invested and everything, and then you wait until the fans are no longer invested to do it. Like, you don't want to do that. Liv is a top star. The WWE is behind her. They pushing her to be in a big spot at WrestleMania. And think about it. Liv has never won the Rumble. She's been in every single one, but has never won. Look at the story aspect of things, right? One of the only top stars that have not won. Yeah, I don't think they're doing a draft anymore. They might still do like the transfer window or like maybe a superstar shakeup. Here's the thing, Katie. I think they're gonna do Liv gonna go into Mania. She's gonna win the Rumble, and then what's gonna happen is maybe they end up having something along the lines of maybe where if the Judgment Day do turn, she's probably gonna need help. Maybe they do get somebody and everything like that. So they could do that. Because what I think they might wait until maybe the night after Mania. Maybe they have Rhea and Io split the night after Mania because you know they want to do that. Let's say Liv wins. What if she gets injured? I mean, I don't want to, put that out there. I don't want to put that out there. But, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, a lot of times things have to pivot. But I think WWE do trust her enough, especially the way they're pushing her right now, the way they're positioning her, and everything like that. If they didn't have a huge vote of confidence in her, then I don't think they would be putting her in the spots that she is. But it just shows they have a huge vote of confidence in her. Here's the thing, and here's the thing with Liv being a champion. My thing is, I hope that they do this time around. Like, they don't just have her reign be centered around one person who's ultimately the person she loses it back to. Like, give her a legit reign. Give her multiple opponents within her reign before she ends up dropping it. Because it's ultimately not just holding the championship, it's what you do within your reign. And before, her reigns have been decent, but they could have been better. And the reason why is because the plethora of opponents she could be working with. But the story is what really helped her reigns. But it was kind of both. It's a double-sided coin, right? If you ask me. Exactly. And then when she was women's world champ, it was just focused around Rhea Ripley.
Women on the outside doing a tag.
Tag. Kyrie and Lyra, legal along with Roxanne Perez, who is desperately trying to get to Liv Morgan, and Liv now comes in, did not make a tag, is not legal. A big spin kick by Valkyria.
Valkyria really got that second wind in this one and taking full control with it.
Kick now to Roxanne. Cover to advance to the title match, and a kick out by Perez.
And you could see in the background, Kyrie.
Exactly. You have to give her. That's why I think her winning the Rumble would be something good, because if she does become champion again, you can have those matches. Especially if she comes a babyface. Maybe her first feud is with Becky Lynch, who maybe drops the women's IC title at WrestleMania. That is an interesting first feud to do.
NXT champions in their career. And Kyrie trying to fight out of this, and now she's got some help from her.
No more tag team matches this year. If you want her to be in a tag team match, give it about 2 years.
Look at Bailey.
But the next 2 years, she needs to be in singles matches at WrestleMania.
Kyrie Sane, Kabuki Warrior.
And now Bailey helping out her teammate Lyra Valkyria.
Swinging off the DLI right now is Kyrie Sane, but might be a battle she's about to lose.
Judgment Day getting involved now. High risk situation here for everybody involved. Wow! Everybody down.
I'll take a look at the bedlam of this landing. 5 women completely spent and laid out in the center of the ring. Who can dig to championship depths now?
It is an incredible atmosphere.
Crowd saying this is awesome. They're loving this match, apparently.
Dusseldorf, Germany. Our main event still to come. AJ Styles claims he will tap out the ring general Gunther tonight.
Do you think Liv is winning the Royal Rumble? I absolutely 100% think she's winning the Rumble. There's no reason you guys can give me that she should not be winning. Like, seriously, there's no reason you guys can give me reasonably that will make me think otherwise. Yes, Bianca's probably gonna be there and everything like that, but we already seen Bianca win that. How many chances do we have to give her? She can't even cut a promo. Actually, she's cutting some decent promos, Oracle. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't they pull the trigger? I feel like the WWE has a lot of confidence in her right now. What do you? And I'm trying to figure out, Oracle fan. What do you mean? She does cut good promos. What do you mean? She's probably at least like top 5. If you want me to be honest with you, and I'm not even trying to like glaze Liv Morgan, but I'm saying this as strictly facts. Liv Morgan right now is top 10 best of all time, bro. For WWE, she is top 10 best all time. It's no debate. From popularity, promos, in-ring work, accolades, she's top 10, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You cannot convince me otherwise. She's top 10. Top 10 best of all time for WWE women's.
Dig as deep as you can when championship opportunities are on the line.
Off the backbreaker, Bailey now going to deliver her own elbow to Sane. Cover now. Asuka breaking things up and saving the matchup.
Oh, how frustrating there for Lyra and Bailey, who had the match won, but that right there, the Empress of Tomorrow with perfect timing.
Yeah, that's the problem with these triple threat matches. Roxanne Perez.
I mean, yeah, but let's be honest. If we see those feuds, she's pretty much going to be carrying those women. Because Jada Parker is decent, but she's not on Liv's level. That's the problem right there. She's not on Liv's level. So you don't want to put her in a position to where it's like carrying.
Tag made, Liv's legal.
Nice hit.
I'm not sure Kyrie Sane realizes that Morgan is legal now in the match as she sends Roxanne Perez at Liv. Oblivion. Cover. Sure Kyrie Sane realizes that Morgan is legal now in the matchup as she sends Roxanne Perez at Liv.
Oh.
Oblivion. Cover.
Nice hit.
I'm not sure Kyrie Sane realizes that Morgan is legal now in the matchup as
Oh, she throws her out the ring. Oblivion.
Cover.
1, 2.
Liv and Roxanne are heading to Montreal.
Also, Saturday night main event. So we're getting Liv and Roxanne at Saturday night main event. I do think Rhea and Io are going to retain. Liv's going to probably maybe take the pin there, like you guys said early in the chat. And then maybe this sets up for her winning the Royal Rumble. Because they usually tend to do this a lot of times. Before they have a match, they lose the match before the Rumble. And they end up winning.
And we have new number 1 contenders in the women's tag ranks. They will compete against the champs Io Sky and Rhea Ripley in 2 weeks' time at Saturday night's main event in Montreal.
I'm telling you, they winning the tag. They're not winning the tag team titles, KD. They're not winning it. They're going to keep it on Rhea and Io till Mania.
And speaking of Montreal, Friday night SmackDown and Saturday night's main event are coming to the Bell Center in Montreal next Friday and Saturday. A week from Friday, combo and individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
It has only been 1 week since I took my title back.
Yep, which Liv is most likely taking the pin to Rhea, like I said. That's what I'm saying. She's going to probably take the pin that sets up her winning the Rumble. Because if you look how they did Jey Uso last year, he lost at Saturday Night Main Event, which is the week before the Rumble, for him to go on the next week and go on to win that match. That's what I think they're setting up. They're taking that Jey Uso approach, where even though it's not like for the World Championship, but having a match nonetheless.
That's fine. I'm going to do what I always do, which is take those lemons and turn them into lemonade. Because in my homeland of Belfast, Ireland, I'm going to prove once and for all why I am the greatest female wrestler of all time. It's not just me saying it. Other people say it. Everybody says it. Sports Illustrated says it. The Bleacher Report says it. And now this says it. So, Maxine, I hope you've enjoyed your time in the spotlight. Because next week,
Okay, so we're getting the women's IC title next week.
to say goodbye to the big time.
Oh, big words from Becky Lynch as Maxine.
Liv had so much potential. She still has a lot of potential. She's still relatively very young. What do you mean?
Next week, it's a special start time. 8 local in Belfast. It'll be 3 o'clock on the East Coast, 12 noon Pacific time. Next week, Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Well, Wade, Becky Lynch is a pivotal part of the new season, Season 2 of WWE Unreal, the critically acclaimed documentary series which debuts a week from tomorrow. Right
She's not gonna win Oracle Fan. She's not winning the IC title. They're doing that for her and Becky.
Not a fan of this show. I grew up in an era where you defended the secrecy of this business. That's how we earn our living. Over the next several months, we just keep raising the stakes until we get to SummerSlam. No days off here.
Seth freaking Rollins.
If we can make people believe that Seth is
Not you skipping that match.
That's where the magic happens.
Lying to my friends and family?
That guilt is always hurt.
Yeah, we know she's more likely gonna take that title at Mania.
You had a pretend boo-boo. I said, no, Rue, you can't do that.
Truth texted me and said I got let go.
We were all confused. This isn't real. There was a lot that happened that
This is
led
gonna
us
be
to literally
5th
walk.
match in 3 months. How? So Raquel's not.
that in a long time. The challenge is monumental.
When you're in this world and you're always wanting to be on top,
How many?
you have to feel like you're always fighting.
Becky beat her. To win the championship back, but they're probably gonna go, oh, she's getting a rematch and stuff. So that's probably what they're gonna doing. That's just what they're gonna do, unfortunately.
To become a superstar.
Every day I work hard for this. When the crutches drop. It was a beautiful thing. It's a great thing to see.
WWE Unreal gave audiences an unprecedented behind-the-scenes look at WWE. Now Season 2 is coming back to Netflix, featuring Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and many more. WWE Unreal Season 2 premieres a week
Not in catering, chat.
Tuesday, January 20th, right here on Netflix. And right here on Netflix is our main event later on tonight. It is about respect of the ring and your opponent and those who have paved the way. And AJ Styles says he's going to beat the respect into Gunther tonight and make the ring general tap out. Styles, Gunther, in our main event.
Yeah, she beat her before twice, so that's why they're doing that.
Credit One Bank presents Cancelee. She's a credit wrecker. She loves canceling older credit cards when they're...
I feel like maybe after this whole feud, maybe you can move her to SmackDown. She can be part of the U.S. title scene because they need as many as people as they can over there. That's what I think they might do with her. Did you see Finn walking into the building with the females Leo? I did see some of that. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I should be the face of Cricket 5G. Why Cricket 5G? 3 words. Blazing, fast, powerful. Just like the fastest game you can play on your Cricket 5G phone.
That's fast.
Like Cricket 5G. Yeet, you're on Cricket.
Dad, what happened to the evil wizard? You're still thinking about that Bills game, huh? Try this.
Better?
Sorry, Josh. I mean, Jason. I named you. Snickers satisfies.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
Get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Online only. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza.
In postseason football, you need to find that extra gear. Playoff mode. For Carl, playoff mode is exactly how football feels on the inside. Deb's team has been out of it since week 6. But in playoff mode, she's in on every drive. It's time to flip the switch. Playoff mode. Only on FanDuel. More boosts and rewards all postseason long.
He's going to be back, chat. I feel like they might bring back Chad Gable at the Rumble. That's what I'm thinking. They could send her in NXT if you wanted to keep doing single stuff. Because I feel like they might want her to do some more single stuff if you want me to be honest.
4-foot-long spray. Fudge the fabric, self-brand say. Folks are freaking out over 4-foot-long spray.
For me, the goal is always the climb. It will be the biggest urban free solo climb ever. And being scared doesn't really matter. The only thing you have to worry about.
Leah, why are people so mean to Maxine? Like, she's a sweetheart in real life. Maxine Hayden is beyond respectful. It's down. I feel like it's kind of somewhat forced. Like, I get it. She might not be everybody's cup of tea, which I understand. Granted, I understand, like, she might not be the best in the ring, but she's improving. And this is what being a superstar is about. You're going to see these people go from the lowest of lows going to the highest of highs.
In the largest WWE superstore in WrestleMania history. Plus, all new immersive experiences like Hulkamania Forever, going behind the curtain at Gorilla Position, and more. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific time with pre-sale access for previous WWE World Ticket purchasers and WrestleMania 42 ticket holders starting this Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific at WWEWorld.com. Let's head back to Jackie Redmond.
Yeah, thanks, Cole. I'm backstage with Maxine Dupree.
And the babes.
That's right, and the babes. Listen, Maxine, last week you dropped the Women's Intercontinental Championship to Becky Lynch. The good news is you have a chance to win it back next week in Belfast. I just wanted to check in and see where your head's at.
Jackie, I'm not gonna cry about this, okay? Am I disappointed? Of course. But becoming champion proved to myself and everybody here that I belong. And guys, I became champion because I finally believed in myself, and I had to learn how to do that. But I think it's time that you two do the same. I know that you are just as capable of great things. As for what happened last week, that was a setback, not a defeat. And as for my rematch next week, I am fully aware that Becky Lynch is arguably the greatest female wrestler of all time, and yes, Sports Illustrated says it. But I also know that she had to cheat to beat me. So Becky, next week, I'm going to put you in an ankle lock and break your ankle! Thank you for your time. Babes?
Now let's head over to my broadcast colleague Michael Cole for a special interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel, it's no secret you and I have known each other for a very long time. I was with you throughout NXT and saw your rise to here on Monday Night Raw, and I've always said that you will one day be a world champion. So what happened last week took me by complete surprise. The fact that you ambushed, attacked from behind Stephanie McCurr, the world champion, who is injured with a bad ankle. Why did you do that last week?
Michael, yo recuerdo esa época también. I remember too. Thank you. I remember the girl that smiled when she was told, that patiently and politely waited for her turn in line for a shot at the title. But las cosas se cambian, things change, and people do too. And you yourself just said it, Michael. You have had a front row seat to me getting cheated out of my women's world title night after night, week after week, again and again. And you want to stand here and feel sorry for, you all want to feel sorry for Stephanie Bakir? Fine, fine, go ahead. Feel sorry for her. But every single one of you, and you, Michael, should know, I will not stop. I will keep coming until I have her one-on-one in that ring. And when big, sexy Raquel Rodriguez stands tall as your new women's world champion, then you can feel sorry for Stephanie Bakir. All of you can feel sorry when I'm done with her.
Oh.
Yo soy la campeona, and this will not stop me. Raquel, ¿quieres esto? ¿Esto quieres? Come get it.
It's you wanted to keep talking. Look at you. Look, Stephanie. You. Why would you turn your back to her like that? Why would you turn your back like that? Jesus. No. Oh. Oh. Ah. Eee. Now with the title. Now with the title. She used the title as a belt. I mean, it is a belt, but you know what I mean. Exactly. I don't understand why people don't understand the plot. I don't understand why people lost the side of the plot. They don't get it. They're just not understanding. They're not understanding what we're seeing. They're not seeing eye to eye like me and a lot of these other people are. They're not.
The show that launched the greatest stars of our time is back. Live only on Netflix. finger licking good with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders for just $10. It's TGI Tuesday. $10, 8 pieces.
When are these wrestlers going to learn? Whenever you turn your back on someone, they always come in behind. Exactly. Yes, Caleb. Raquel did her promo. She just finished her promo actually.
More than I have. But I'm done with all that. I'm switching to straight talk. For good. They've got free 5G phones for new and existing customers. Mama, great news. Get it at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
You know what I miss most about playing? Yelling.
I feel like we're getting this match at Saturday Night Main Event, chat. I'm just telling you all that right now. Because I could see them setting up something like this, right? They have Raquel and Roxanne. Not Raquel. Raquel and Stephanie have their match. Raquel wins. But Liv and Roxanne don't. Right? Sets up her winning the Rumble, as we already just mentioned earlier. Then you can kind of tell some interesting narratives going into Mania with that. She's pretty much talking about like she's coming after that world championship. She's not gonna stop until she gets it.
You thought you could only get at a restaurant, and you won't have to chase down that friend who always says he'll pay you back later. It's not delivery. It's new DiGiorno wood-fired style pizza.
When you have the smartest Wi-Fi from Xfinity, your home is the main event.
WWE.
Welcome to SmackDown!
A network so smart, it boosts the Wi-Fi to devices that need it most.
Don't worry, kid. We've got full strength.
It's like having a tag team partner that always has your back.
Everything okay up there?
We're good. There's no match for Wi-Fi this smart.
It's about to start.
Xfinity. Imagine that.
Walk in like you own the air. Because confidence, that's your superpower. Acknowledge me. You don't dodge the noise. You flip it. Own it. Make it yours. Walk in loud. Walk out legendary.
I just noticed I uploaded the same thing twice. What is going on with me?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new undisputed WWE champion, Drew McIntyre.
You can add up a trail of Dom leaving Liv. Yeah.
And he brought the title home.
You can do that.
Live event this past week in his homeland of Scotland. It was an emotional trip for Drew McIntyre.
I'll tell you right now, that 3 stages of hell, one of the greatest matches I've ever had the privilege of calling. And congratulations, Drew.
And Drew McIntyre will be on SmackDown, first time as champion this Friday night.
Yeah, Big Jim, I'm halfway across the world, Oos. It is colder than the polar bear toenails out here in Dusseldorf. Man, hey, Oos, let me get back at you. Let me get back at you. Let me tell you something about Big Banger. What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up, Sal? Yeah. Dude, y'all good? What's up with it?
We see you calling the whole tag division out there, Jay Banger.
We did, man. We putting every tag team on notice, Oos. Line them all up. We're gonna knock them all down.
No giving us a piece. Slice there.
Man, we boys, Oos. I was talking about everybody else, to be honest, though, Big Daddy. I'm trying to line them up, man. I ain't gonna do you wrong like that, Oos, because then you got to get this work, Oos. I'm talking about everything. Serious. You are serious. All right. Say less. Me and Big Jim, we're gonna rap, see what happened. Then I'm gonna get back at you, Oos. Big Daddy, this is a warning shot. You stepping in the ring with the best tag team in the game. You understand? Eat.
What y'all think about that match, chat?
Well, this tag team may be right up there sooner rather than later. The Oscilla, Big Bronson Reed, Austin Theory.
Hopefully Finn can win. He can hold the title and face Braun Breaker for at least it could get Liv off his back. Possibly. But I feel like at the very least, I think the story is just pretty much him just going on his own and doing his own thing at the very least. I'm not too sure on that, but like, you know what I mean? But I do think they're definitely leaning into like the storyline that I've been saying, and I do think if they're playing their cards right, like I think they are, what you do is similar to what you did with Tiffany Stratton losing her championship to Jade Cargill at Saturday Night Main Event, right? You do that pretty much almost like a copy and paste, where they kind of use like the injury as an excuse to get the title off her, but also keep her looking strong in defeat. Because if you do that, you can have Raquel win the championship like they did with Jade Cargill, and then that could potentially set up maybe a potential rematch, or maybe Stephanie McCourt could still be in the mix for the World Heavyweight Championship going into Mania. Because I think at the very least they're gonna want her to still be in the mix in some way, shape, or form. That's why I feel like they could be leaning into like a triple threat idea. The Vision has never felt like a threat on Monday Night Raw. At one point, I feel like they kind of did, but I feel like kind of like after Survivor Series, I think that kind of went down tremendously. But I do think at the very least, they at least had them go over like a lot of your top faces. So I feel like that's got to count for something in the grand scheme of things. Leo, the Vision is now a goof trip. I'm not saying that they're I wouldn't say that, but it's like they're not really doing them any favors considering like they have to use them in a really prominent more way. Like you look at the Judgment Day, they were having them be featured in some top matches and some top storylines. That's what the Vision needs. They need that big marquee like talent that they can work with. That's what they're missing. They need that in the division. Because when you had Seth, you had that person to kind of be like that anchor to kind of help build everybody up. Maybe when Seth does come back, that might get the wheels on this whole storyline kind of going again. Leo, let's be real. The Vision was bound to fail. This is a Paul Heyman and Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque McMahon failure of a storyline. I mean, it had potential. I'll give it that, but I feel like it kind of has gone downhill. I feel like the Vision would have been great with Seth Rollins, and they would have been dominant had he not got injured. They are jokes with some loose some like they haven't accomplished anything. They haven't really accomplished anything, no.
And this time Reed sent toward the corner. Dragon Lee didn't get all of that, but maybe enough.
What a hot start here, though, from Dragon Lee and Penta. They've got Bronson Reed turned completely inside out on this one. It's rare you see Bronson Reed treated like this early in a matchup.
Dragon Lee now from the top rope, cross body, and just into the power of Reed, who just slams him to the mat.
Bag of cement getting dumped in the middle of the ring there, and that was it. That was Dragon Lee just getting a little too overexcited, overexerting himself.
Oh, and the military press to the top turnbuckle.
That is all Bronson Reed needs to turn this one around. Oh my God.
And a left hand by Theory, flooring Dragon Lee outside the ring.
Loosened a tooth in the process.
You see it there?
Let's get ready to DoorDash. I don't believe what I'm seeing.
Leo, did you just see what I just sent about Liv, Raquel, and Stephanie? Let me look. Honestly, I'm trying to go through everybody's stuff here. Try resending it again, Loner, just because I don't see it on my end. Maybe because like sometimes with my chat it just refreshes automatically, so I don't really see everybody's chat unless I'm like looking right here.
On original thin or New York style crust, all $9.99. Usually a pizza with no artificial flavors, colors, or additives costs more, but Papa John's knows you deserve better. Order now.
Welcome to the World Championships of Try Not to React.
Leo, do you think Roman will return knowing he is... Yeah, he's going to return at the Rumble, Katie. He's returning at the Rumble. I think he's going to return at the Rumble. Maybe there's a possibility he wins the Rumble. But I think Braun Breaker is going to win that. And I think Roman wins the Elimination Chamber potentially. Or they might just do Roman and Cody non-title.
More boosts and rewards all postseason long, only on FanDuel.
Domino's new spicy chicken bacon ranch is looking hot. Is that drizzled with? Ooh, fire. Mix and match medium specialty pizzas for $9.99. Only at
Domino's. We're having fun in the snow all winter long with a Twisted Tea drop.
Can they just give me what I need from here? Like, sheesh.
Smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Real brewed tea with 5% alcohol. Keep it twisted.
For me, the goal is always the climb. It will be the biggest urban free solo climb ever. And being scared doesn't...
Would be a shocker. Also, I think Roman will be back champion by the end of the year. Y'all remember that segment? That title will look better on me. Yeah. How do you manage to give Seth the wrong people? Breaker, Reed, just don't match Seth's character. He needed an Austin Theory and an Ethan Page. Well, Theory sooner. Yeah, I agree. I feel like when I think of the vision, I would have thought different people. I mean, maybe if you wanted Braun Breaker to be like a powerhouse, you could have had him be like a powerhouse if you really wanted to. I feel like they could have Stephanie versus Raquel at the Chamber and have Liv be a special guest referee, have her screw over both just to get a triple threat out of it so Liv can pin Steph. They could do that. They could do that. I mean, we've seen it kind of with Bianca this year last year, sorry, when she was in the mix with Rhea and Io. They had a match where Bianca was special guest referee, if I'm not mistaken, and that did, or at least ringside, and that led to a new champion. They could do that. You're definitely onto something there. You're cooking. You're definitely cooking with that one. Yeah, Braun Breaker's winning the Rumble. Roman's not going to win the Rumble. Yeah, I feel like they're probably going to give him Chamber. The only thing I'm having The only thing I'm having like issue with is would he make the elimination chamber? Because we know with his schedule, a lot of times he's there for Rumble and everything, but he just does not tend to be at elimination chamber. So like that's my only thing with that. Would he be featured in the Rumble? I'm not the Rumble, but the chamber.
And Logan Paul loving it. Oh, that was astounding. You know, you got to give Heyman credit as well, Wade, to bring all these different personalities together to
Austin Theory has been better since his comeback. I would give reason to believe so. Yeah.
Physical strengths, but all very different personalities too. Oh my God! What a counter! Right on the top of the head, perhaps getting a little too cocky there was Bronson Reed. Now seeing stars, and that window is barely open for Dragon Lee, but he may be able to get the Fleshman Penta in here.
Dragon Lee needs to make a tag. Bronson tags Theory. Here comes Penta. And now Penta looking to pick up the pace for his team. Oh! And backstabber by Penta. Cover. Hooks both legs and a kick out.
This crowd completely coming alive, fully aware what a game-changing moment that tag to Penta was. One of the greatest luchadors in history. Now
The Rumble is breakers. Yeah, I agree.
Theory had him on his shoulders momentarily. And a big kick by Penta to Theory, who's been
Because I think people thought it was gonna be Sammy, but I don't think it's gonna be Sammy. Only for the simple fact that like, if you want to be honest with yourself, they're gonna it's set up for Sammy to face Drew at the Rumble. They're gonna do that.
that is a popular double super kick with this Dusseldorf crowd.
Like, let's be real. It's in Montreal. He's gonna win that Fatal 4-Way match, and then he's gonna end up facing Drew for the title and lose. They're gonna do that. That's. Yeah, we need to call somebody.
still stinging from the defeat to Punk Spear. And now taking out two of the men who were involved in that match last week.
Well, this absolute head case is now
He just speared him in half.
blood boiling from losing against CM Punk last week, and he's got that damn look in his eye, Cole.
Remember, Adam Pearce, our general manager, warned Paul Heyman, if Breakker shows up, send him home. I'm not in the mood for this. And speaking of this, our general manager, Adam Pearce.
Not tonight. I told Heyman and I said it ain't happening. And it ain't happening. You came here with bad intentions, you might as well go home. You might as well go home because it ain't happening. Not tonight.
Meanwhile, Adam Pearce has his attention to Breakker.
all night long.
Look at the background, Cole.
Bronson
Oh, my
Reed.
God.
Reed with a big tsunami to Penta.
I'm wondering if he's gonna spear Adam Pearce too. Oh.
Somebody better get Breakker off him. Get in there.
He's fed up. Adam Pearce. Oh. Yeah, that's a fine. That man's about to get fined. That man about to get fined. They about. Oh, he none. He's fed up. Make this a match. Make it a match at this point. Make this a match at this point, chat. Bro, fed up. Now you trying to, now you giving him a third. That was crazy, bro. He said you gotta stop. He's gonna hurt you, brother. He's gonna hurt you, bro. Adam Pearce has started growing. This man's not taking nothing from nobody. He's not. He's not having it. This was the only enjoyable part of Raw. This segment is already over for me, and I'm on the third ad. Not the third ad. I mean, they tend to do a lot of ads in these shows. If you want to be honest.
Introducing Subway's new Self Club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4 foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4 foot long's free. Finish fill up.
4th foot long's free.
Oh, I'm about to say, didn't I could have sworn that I ended up doing that for this. This was an enjoyable that was an enjoyable segment. I will say that, chat. That was an enjoyable segment. I honestly thought he was about to fire him right then and there, or he's gonna definitely suspend him or something, or give him a hefty fine. Final ad. I'm on the 6th ad now.
Of an unhinged Braun Breaker. First, it was a massive spear to Dragon Lee, which threw the tag team match out.
Yeah, massive doesn't do it justice, Cole. Look at that run-up here in Dusseldorf for Braun Breaker hitting top speed 23 miles an hour. This was us losing it at the desk, just being thankful the connection wasn't on us. But then Penta, he wasn't to be spared, got a spear of his own, and you thought maybe...
How? No, I'm on the. It's back on for me.
Adam Pearce trying his best to take control, but behind him, a massive tsunami. The damage from the Vision continued, and unfortunately, it got even worse from there. With verbal threats from GM Adam Pearce being thrown around, things suddenly got very physical, and there may be some severe consequences for the Vision, especially Braun Breaker after that.
Yeah, it took the entire Vision to separate Breaker from our
Wait.
general manager.
Yeah, like this. Yeah. Good. Yeah, bro.
Y'all good? Y'all straight?
Yeah, okay, bro.
Hey, y'all let me know if y'all need anything. All right?
Yeah,
Y'all hang in there. Y'all straight?
Yeah, no problem, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Will pay for this. What's the risk, you know?
Where the hell are you going? We're not done talking. You evidently haven't learned a damn thing. And now you put your hands on me. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Who are you listening to? You ain't learning a damn thing putting your hands on the boss. So guess what? You can have some time to think about it because you are suspended indefinitely. Indefinitely.
He's coming back at Rumble, chat. He's winning. He's gonna go on a rampage in that Rumble, and he's winning.
That was a very big mistake.
You are damn right it was. The biggest mistake he ever made in his career, thanks to you.
No, I don't mean him. I meant you. Mr. Pierce, Mr. General Manager, respectfully. From my vantage point, you
He's got a point there.
Heyman's got a point.
Yes, sadly enough, he has a point. Paul Heyman is right there. He said because he did put his hands on Braun Breaker first, and Braun Breaker pretty much
Let's switch gears.
retaliated.
Lighten up the mood a little bit. Let's talk about WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Hi, Triple H. Mania pictures just came in. Top of your inbox.
I will take a look now. Thank you. This should be interesting.
Hey, Paul. Peyton Manning.
Hey, Paul. What's going on, man? John Bertho here.
Hey, what's up, Triple H?
Triple H! It's Eric Andre.
What are we looking to see, bro?
Bonjour, Mr. Levesque. Here's my pitch. It's a little different.
Got it here. This is what I'm thinking.
Eli and I tag team at WrestleMania.
What I'm interested in is Dom Mysterio, the musical.
Seriously?
I already shown everybody what I can do at the world's most famous arena. Imagine what I can do at WrestleMania 42.
What's the right way for me to come back? I don't think it's on the court necessarily. I think it's in the ring.
Allegiant Stadium, big boat comes through. And I walk away as the new women's champion.
Huh? Tom Hinchcliffe? What do you... He talking about women's champion. What do you mean?
Can you just tell him my email's down? Triple H! Sissy, let me know when I can come wrestle. I like to... Is that even legal? Are we on a video here? What's happening?
We're challenging Triple H at WrestleMania to tag team match.
I am your man. I stand by. Put me in, Paul.
Let me shock the world.
Let's try it out.
He's back in Vegas.
It's gonna be a long road to WrestleMania.
Oh, Pierce is gonna get hurt by Braun Breaker, which you know Pierce is gonna have to put his in-ring gear back on to face. That's a possibility. I thought they were gonna do that a couple years with Roman Reigns.
Belfast, Northern Ireland. A reminder, a very special start time, 8 o'clock local in Belfast, 3 o'clock on the East Coast of the United States.
So it's gonna start at 2 o'clock next week.
Live on Netflix. And Becky Lynch believes that, well, she's going to have the home field advantage when she heads to Belfast next week to defend the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxine Dupree, who promises to break Becky Lynch's ankle next week.
Get this, will it be a Belfast banger for Balor? Because it is official prior to Adam Pearce's vision problems.
Finally, I get an hour more sleep next. Yeah.
Championship against Ireland's own Finn Balor.
They're gonna probably put Oba on Raw, right? Hey, appreciate the follow, Fabio. I think. Appreciate the follow.
NXT champion. The ruler last week defeated Leon Slater, and then in a highly emotional moment, he relinquished the NXT championship as he gets ready for either Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. Again,
If I'm WWE, I'm putting him on SmackDown.
NXT title. We'll find out more tomorrow night on NXT.
Bro, I don't know what it is, but AJ's theme is just so good to me. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's not even close. His theme is so goated. So goated. This is a dream match that I've been wanting for a while. I think I've been saying I've been wanting this match since maybe 2023. I think. When did Gunther win the IC title? I think it was 2022, if I'm not mistaken. So I've been wanting it for a minute, AJ and Gunther, and now we're finally getting it. I know a lot of people saying it was probably going to happen like on a bigger stage, and it's still possible if they decide to want to drag this feud out even more. My question is, are they going to drag it out even more? Is my question. Wrong clip. I don't know why I keep using in the same ones. If Punk did not return, we would have had Rollins versus Gunther. Then both Seth and Punk got injured. It was just a mess. Yeah, it did end up being a whole debacle with that. But that's another match I do want to see at some point, maybe this year, maybe or something along the lines of that. Like if he's come back as a babyface, I need to see Seth Rollins versus Gunther. I think the last time we seen those two compete was like 2019, and these guys have pretty much evolved since then.
How dare him to slap me across the face for something that he has no involvement in? And how disrespectful to do that to the greatest professional wrestler in this company right now.
Raquel is a megastar, bro. Absolutely, Eric. I stamp that. She's a megastar right now. She's starting to come into her own, and I'm loving it.
That made John Cena tap out like a little bitch. So if I'm capable of doing that to the so-called greatest of all time, AJ shouldn't worry about respect. AJ should worry about what's going to happen to him after that bell rings.
Gunther, you don't even have a candle to AJ in terms of in ring skills. I mean AJ, in my personal opinion, is one of the very best, one of the greatest probably in the ring. I feel like I would put him, Eddie, Kurt Angle. I think those are in like I think in ring those are like some of my favorites to watch in ring. The man we don't name, he was very good in the ring. I would give it that. I think AJ's better than Gunther. I'm gonna be real. Exactly, no pop. Yeah, they don't care. If anything, it's booze. If you want me to be honest with you, it's nothing but a chorus of booze.
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Can we get AJ and Punk, please? That's another match I need.
His opponent from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Ring General, Gunther.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Styles has made no bones about it. This year, 2026, will be the final year of his in-ring career. And Wade, he'd love to start the new year.
Imagine retiring Cena and taking 29 days to get a pop. Not facts.
I'll tell you right now, for the rest of 2026, AJ Styles is not going to have a tougher match than this one before us right now. We know all about the storied career of AJ Styles. He's taken on all comers. He's never once been in the ring with the Ring General and has no idea what he's about to face.
Oh, Styles looking to use his veteran instincts to put this Terminator of a man, Gunther away, and Styles felt the chop coming and went right to the back of the knee, the hamstring of Gunther to take early control.
Well, that was a highly accurate shot there from AJ Styles, completely crumbling the Ring General, taking away that powerful base of his in the early goings. AJ clearly knows he's not going to win a power battle with Gunther, so hobble him early and you've got a chance.
I've got some incredible statistics to throw your way, Wade, as it comes to Gunther. Since he arrived in WWE 4 years ago today, Gunther has gone 63 wins and 6 losses.
Yikes! 63 wins and only 6 losses in 4 years. That just shows how protected Gunther is, having only 6 losses in 4 years. I mean, that's an impressive stat. Like, to go that long without winning, without losing, I would say.
Of the ring. So for Styles, Wade, what does he have to do to knock off this man?
Well, I like that start, hobbling Gunther from the off. The question is, can you out-wrestle Gunther? And if you're going to make Gunther tap out, you have to out-wrestle him. That might be mission impossible. I think AJ's biggest chance of winning this one is taking the high-flying route.
And again, back to the hamstring, AJ Styles, and that's just ticking Gunther off, I think. And again, side headlock on Styles. What does Gunther need to do to knock off the phenomenal one?
You know, it'd be another good match that we could see if they put him on Raw. They could do Gunther and Obafemi. But I feel like if for whatever reason they're gonna put him on SmackDown, because if it's like you do have like a lot of heavy hitters on Raw, but I feel like he needs to be like that monster over on SmackDown, because we already kind of have that with Gunther over on Raw. You still have like, I mean Brock. I can't really figure out where he can. He just pretty much goes wherever he wants, so he's not really like tied to a specific brand, you know.
Gunther in these kind of predicaments in the past. He has a rare ability to withstand incredible amounts of pressure, make his way through and still get back on top. And he's going to be tested now by AJ.
And you notice Styles went into the ring to break the count because Styles wants to
Ah.
Gunther. He doesn't want to count out victory tonight.
And right there, that was a huge error. You take wins any way you can against Gunther. And that method you just mentioned, roll in the ring, break the count, opened up the window for Gunther to strike and get back on top.
And the official Rod Zapata admonishing Gunther, saying, get in the ring.
And again, it was a huge error of AJ to insist that he's going to tap Gunther out. I do not think that's possible.
Uh-oh, Styles landed on his feet, delivered a kick, Wade. And here comes AJ with that sliding knee, dropping Gunther again.
Yeah, that knee caught the left temple of Gunther, and he just crumbled on that. And he's grabbing that left knee still. And several shots to the lower extremity of Gunther. And Gunther's in a bad way here.
Yeah, Gunther trying to, somehow get away from Styles and has not been able to. And Styles again with that pinpoint strikes, caught now though by Gunther. And there's a clothesline that floors Styles, and that's what Gunther was looking for.
And I'll tell you right now, Cole, that was a desperation clothesline from Gunther. And usually when guys pull off a desperation move, it's not particularly devastating. When it's Gunther though, it still completely decapitates an opponent.
Went for the chop, Styles able to lock it again, and AJ doing a great job here. Staying away from those chops of Gunther as he delivers some of his own.
It's been nice hit and move, but there again, perhaps a mistake.
Wait, what do you mean? You think tapping out Gunther is possible? He tapped out to Jason Yederman, a tag team. Huh. Jason Yederman is so crazy to me.
Tuesdays were finger-licking good with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders for just $10. It's TGI Tuesday. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal.
I did think him tapping out to Jay was kind of shocking because I didn't see him tapping at all. I was thinking like if he was gonna lose to Jay, it would have been maybe like a in-ring, like him just pinning him. That's how I would think they would have did it. What's crazy to you again? It's crazy that Gunther really actually tapped out to Jay. Like, if Jay was going to win that world championship, I would have much rather them have Jay pin Gunther rather than Gunther tap. It felt like they were just doing it for the sake of a pop. And it really just didn't really lead to anything.
Using his full line can lower his score. Don't be like Max out. Instead, learn how to avoid the wreckers at creditwreckers.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
What she saw makes her a target.
The kid was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Find out who that girl is.
What he knows makes him a weapon.
The only way that I can protect you is to stop the people that are doing this. You care about her, don't you?
The girl is his Achilles heel. We're doubling down.
Her safety is the most important thing to me.
Promise me you're not going to die.
Shelter, rated R. Only in theaters January 30th.
Right now at Papa John's, create your own
Yeah, just a couple spears and pin him.
on original thin or New York style crust. All
Yeah. Decision had that decision had Michael P.S. Hayes written all over it. I kind of agree. Because I feel like it's something that would be up his alley. I don't think anybody else would have went with that type of idea or would have done something bold like that. but I do think it was him if it was anybody.
To a strange new land. Child within you will awaken. And you will meet your destiny.
Well, you took your time.
What will you discover next?
What is frightening for AJ Styles is over 11,000 look on tonight in Dusseldorf, Germany, is the fact that Gunther was able to weather AJ Styles' early storm in this matchup.
Take a look at this during the break. Size 14 Austrian boot right to the face of AJ, followed up by this as high a back body drop as AJ Styles has tasted in his 26-year career.
And another chop by Gunther, who just wants to maim people. He wants to end people's careers, hence the nickname, the career killer. And Gunther now just dismantling AJ Styles, and Styles is learning a lesson here tonight.
This is called making an example of somebody. This is the example that Gunther made of John Cena when he made him tap out, but of course fire still burning inside AJ Styles.
And Gunther, though, with a clothesline again, stopping Styles in his tracks.
Michael PSAs has a honor for Jason Yederman. He really ruined the first half of WWE in 2025.
Describes what Gunther does to his opponents. Mocking Cena may come back to bite him. AJ takes him out of the knee, and here comes AJ Styles.
Yeah, a rare unforced error from Gunther there. Again, a little too cocky, trying to send too loud a message to somebody as good as the
dragon screw to Gunther. As Styles continues to work on the leg. Another one to Gunther, and Styles now has Gunther in trouble.
Now he's talking to the leg.
The mission all along for AJ Styles. This is the strategy. This is the first thing he went for, that left leg of Gunther. And those leg attacks are completely relentless at this point.
And Styles then in the corner now, and now Styles starting to build momentum. A second win coming out. AJ lifting Gunther up on his shoulders. Gunther, though, with a waist lock, and went for the clothesline against
And Kowski has a hard on for Chelsea Green.
And now Styles, this is why he's working on the leg for the calf crusher to weaken the leg for the submission move. The calf crusher by Styles, and now Gunther, middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Will he tap out? AJ says he'll tap Gunther. Gunther's tapped before.
But I'll take Ed Kowski over Michael PSAs. You're not the only one who thinks that. I kind of agree.
The break. Again, Styles, that was the strategy. That's why he continued to work on the leg throughout the matchup to get Gunther in a vulnerable position to be able to put in the calf crusher submission. Styles almost had him.
Yeah, but look at the despondent look on the face of AJ Styles. That was the game plan. Lock him in the calf crusher, force the tap out. Guess what? It was close. It was not enough to put away the ring general, however.
Well, Styles has got to go back on the attack. He can waste little time. Gunther drops him out to the apron. Styles catches him with a forearm. AJ Styles, though, get hung up on the top rope for momentarily. And that little slip-up by Styles cost him as Gunther took over.
That's the word, slip. You cannot afford a single slip, not even a mistake. The slightest slip, and you are toast against Gunther. And now locked in is that sleeper. Tied him in the ropes, so there will be a break. Presumably, Gunther's going to let go. Wait a second.
Oh, AJ Styles, though, turns it around and goes back to work on the injured leg.
Smart move there from AJ, just when Gunther was distracted by the referee's count, going back to that left knee and hurting in a big way. Now it's Gunther.
And now Styles has an opportunity. Gunther, you see how he's reacting, how he's grabbing his left knee. In the point of attack by Styles. Off the top rope, up over the top, right to the bad leg by Styles. And a kick out.
It's not a move you see too often from AJ Styles. That springboard 360 leg drop right to the leg of Gunther. The one that's been worked over so badly. There's almost the entire
Gunther can barely stand. Styles from the top rope. Oh, no, by Gunther into the sleeper hold.
Just baiting in AJ Styles there. Oh, God, wait a second.
And a great move by Styles to turn that into a pinning combination. Styles went for the Pele again. And Gunther, though, the leg gave out on him, but didn't matter.
Didn't get all of that clothesline like he normally does, but got enough and stacking it down with a powerbomb.
Powerbomb to Styles. Stack up cover. AJ kicked out. He's still in it.
Okay, we're back, chat.
Styles running on fumes. I thought that was it. You saw the difficulty Gunther had getting some momentum for that clothesline. He was almost stumbling. It connected. And then the powerbomb certainly did a hell of a lot of damage. But you saw on the pin even, Gunther had to lift his left leg up. He's in so much agony, he didn't get enough leverage to stop the pin as tightly as he normally would.
Yeah, the AJ Styles chant from over 11,000.
He has a better creative mind than even Hunter Hearst, Hermit Paula, Vic, McMahon, Seth becoming a Paul. Him guy was all his idea.
Absolute killer match. So much brutality.
Come on, AJ. Slap me now.
I think that's why some people do watch in real, because sometimes these people that we think come up with these ideas for storylines, certain superstars and all that, we think it comes from like Triple H, but we find out it could be from other people that may be pitching ideas.
Ultimate disrespect by Gunther here.
No, not at all, Michael Cole. That is payback for last week. That's not disrespect. AJ earned that in my book.
AJ stumbles back toward the rope, still on his feet somehow. And AJ's got fight left in him. And now Gunther went for the headlock, and AJ Styles from behind. Gunther trying to hang on, and he does it. Styles rolls through again, looking for the calf crusher once again. Now he's got it in.
What a transition, and Gunther once again in sheer agony and a run away from the roping.
And again, working on the bad leg, the leg that Styles has worked out throughout this entire matchup. And if there's one kink in the armor of Gunther,
Now he wants to bounce it like a basketball.
but now he breaks the hold by slamming Styles' head into the mat.
Oh, God, they were pitiless shots to the back of the cranium of AJ Styles, and that was a desperation moment there from Gunther, who once again locked in that calf crusher, refusing to tap out, but it must have been close.
And what an incredible main event. What did you expect with both the veteran AJ Styles and the great Gunther going at it one-on-one here tonight?
Two of the best to ever do it. Completely different mindsets, completely different physical abilities, but wow, what a treat they are putting on for us here.
Gunther trying to drag himself to the rope. He's really operating on one leg now as AJ Styles. Oh, and there's that drop kick. That massive drop kick by Gunther. May have Styles where he wants him.
We literally saw Hunter Hearst and Paul McMahon walk in and say, "What do we have for WrestleMania? What have you been doing? Are you always in vacation?" I mean, he's not always there, so yeah.
Gunther fingertips away from forcing a break here.
Oh, God. Is the big man going to tap?
Screaming in pain, roll through by Styles. Styles now has it locked in again. Got it locked in again. Center of the ring. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
Oh, just inches away from the ropes moments ago. Dragged it. Wait a second.
Wait a minute. AJ Styles. I think Styles is saying that Gunther tapped.
Uh-oh, I guess that's going to probably set things up for something happening here. Not the low blow. This got to be one of the worst refs in WWE. Is that it? 1, 2. And Gunther defeats AJ on Monday Night Raw. Thanks a lot, referee. You had one job and you couldn't even do that right.
show you what happened.
Calf crusher locked in. Gunther a million miles on the ropes. In theory, it should be over. I'm watching Gunther's hands here.
Now I'm being told now that we have another angle, and here's the other angle from the backside, and Gunther clearly taps out. Gunther is tapped out. Gunther tapped out. AJ Styles should have won.
Yeah, he tapped.
Hold on a second.
And here's the low blow. The official was telling our ring announcer that the match must continue.
So, and here's the power.
Yeah, that referee's dumb. This is making Gunther look weak. He needed a low blow to beat Solo Sikoa and AJ Styles. That's what I'm saying.
I'm shocked. You can't blame Styles, Wade, because
you can't blame the referee.
Well,
you can't blame Gunther. He won the match.
AJ Styles clearly felt the tap out. The official was in perfect position, waiting to see it. He just couldn't get around the other side to see the tap happen.
This is the one spot the referee could not see. Completely blindsided. That is a tap out, but if the referee can't see it, it's not acknowledged. It doesn't count. And AJ should have kept the hold on until the ref acknowledged it, and he didn't.
I know, he tapped AJ, I get it. A very distraught Styles in the ring. Meanwhile, Gunther with a big old smile on his face knew exactly what he was doing, at least it seems.
And here it is. There is more than one way to skin a cat in this game. And if there is another way, Gunther will find it. And the ring general completely outsmarted.
I mean, the main event was solid. Don't get it twisted, but it's like Gunther really had to resort to that to get the win. It's just like that's my only thing with that. He had to resort to doing that to beat not only AJ Styles, but he also did that with Solo too. If you guys remember that in the John Cena tournament, so it's like. I mean, it makes him look weak in the sense of this is what he has to resort to get wins now. You know what I mean? And it's like coming out of it, you think, oh, he's gonna be this ultimate villain, which is what they're trying to do, I guess. But it just seems like it's not really landing the way it should be. That's honestly what I'm thinking. But overall, I thought tonight, or this episode of Monday Night Raw was decent. It was solid. We got Rhea and Io defending the tag team titles against Liv and Roxanne at Saturday night main event, which I do expect Rhea and Io to retain, and that sets up Royal Rumble. I could see them potentially doing the world title match for Raquel and and Stephanie on that show as well, and I can also see them. We're already doing Punk and Finn, which is I think is gonna be a good match next week. We got Becky and Maxine next week in a IC title rematch. So we'll see where that goes. Because we have 2 title matches on Raw, I think, next week, if I'm not mistaken. The World Heavyweight Championship and the IC. Then I know for a fact on Saturday Night Main Event, we got the WWE Championship being defended. We also have the tag team titles being defended. Maybe the Women's World Championship we defended as well. So there's different things that could be set up and everything like that. That other anchor shows Gunther tap. I don't know how this will not be talked about. It's definitely going to be talked about. Don't get it wrong. But I guess that was clever for Gunther. For Gunther, it's clever, but it's just like, at the same time, this is what he had to resort to get the win. Not only has he done this with AJ, but he also has done this in previous weeks. And the last time I think we seen him do that was, I think Gunther did that with Solo in the John Cena retirement tournament. Whether the ref saw it or not, it's on footage. Exactly. And that referee is dumb. Like, honestly, when it comes to referees, he's like the one that I just cannot stand the most. For whatever reason, he just always seems to be in something going on. Like, seriously. So I don't know what this means. Maybe we'll see these two run it back. Maybe on a future Raw, or maybe on a PLE. Maybe I feel like you could set something up for them maybe in the Rumble, maybe, right? They could do that if they really wanted to. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we're gonna run this back between those two, or do you guys think it's pretty much done after that? It's pathetic. I guarantee next week AJ will bring it up in footage. Yeah, I feel like it's more like a possibility that he's gonna bring it up and then maybe we'll see these two running back. I did see. What if it's a possibility like if these two are in the Rumble? What if like AJ eliminated Gunther from winning? I could see them potentially setting that match up potentially for another PLE potentially. Right? They could do that. And my question is, why wouldn't they try to do a match like that? I think the match could be interesting. I don't care for them to run it back. Gunther looks weak now, and AJ made him tap. Yeah, he did. But for whatever reason, I feel like they're gonna run it back. AJ's gonna have is gonna be like, um, they could do that though, right? I think maybe you have him just eliminated in the Rumble. I think they have to rematch it hopefully at pay-per-view. Yes. That's what I think, Katie. It's going to probably be at a pay-per-view. Maybe they could drag this out to Mania. Maybe you do set something up. Maybe where AJ and Gunther are both in the Rumble match. Gunther's dominating and everything like that. And then maybe we could see Gunther be eliminated by AJ, and that can prolong the feud even more and maybe add some heat to it as well. I could see them doing that. But would they hold it that long until Rumble? Rumble's literally 2 weeks away, so of course they can. Of course they can. They can definitely hold it until Rumble. Rumble's only 2 weeks away because literally you have Saturday night main event next Saturday, and then the week after that you have Royal Rumble. So the next 2 weeks we're having a lot of WWE television because you're going to have Raw, SmackDown, NXT. You also going to have Saturday night main event next week, and you're also going to have Royal Rumble next week. After week after that. That's the heel way to win, but seeing that other angle change my mind, yeah, I definitely can see where you're coming from. Will Stephanie Valkyrie be good enough to face Raquel for the title at Rumble or set it? Yes, I think she will. Considering that she came back out there tonight, you would think she would just been completely written off. For whatever case, she would probably been gone for a couple weeks. We didn't see her. No, she showed up tonight after what happened last week. So I do think they're going to continue with the angle of this as being like a storyline injury. They're going to play it into the match. Raquel's going to win. I think they maybe do this, set things up like I said earlier in the stream. If you heard this, what I think they could do is, since we are gonna see Liv and Roxanne compete for the tag team titles against Rhea and Io, which I do think is gonna be a potentially really good match for that show. I think what's gonna happen is Raquel is gonna end up winning the Women's World Championship, and then we end up seeing not Raquel, but Roxanne and Liv lose the tag team title match. Then we could set things up for the Royal Rumble, where maybe Liv wins there, and then she can go off and compete against the World Championship at WrestleMania, which I think is probably the plan that they're going to go with. This is why we call Hunter Hearst Helsley Paul Levesque. They should have at least let Gunther destroy AJ, then a rematch, a tap from a low blow, then a win. I don't think he was going to have him destroy AJ. I don't think they were going to do that. I didn't think for a split second they were going to do that. I'm not mad at it. It's just stupid. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from. I kind of am in the same position as you guys. I really feel the same way. Because I feel like it could have been really different. It could have been better. That's just my personal opinion on it. Like, it could have been a lot. It could have been handled. The ending could have been a lot different. It could have been handled a lot better, in my personal opinion. He's supposed to be dominant if he taps again. Yeah, that they made him tap with the weakest person, Jey Uso. Now they have now they're gonna have him be saying Gunther tapped out next week. I mean, they already kind of do that even as is, so it's gonna just be that times 10 at that point, if you ask me. Gunther needs a championship. Maybe they would treat him better. He had a great IC. And then here's the thing. He had a great IC title run. I don't know why that just didn't really transfer over to when he became world heavyweight champion. I was thinking like the quality that we were getting with the Intercontinental Championship was going to be the same with the World Heavyweight Championship, and it just seemed like that never really came to fruition. It just seems like his World Championship reign was not that good. It was I don't know what it was missing. I don't know if it was just the talent that was involved or just a story. He just needed a really really interesting story to tell. I don't know what it was. Bro, what is up with YouTube now? YouTube is not it's lagging like crazy right now. No, he thought it was brilliant. No, I don't want Dominic to win the Rumble because he has never won. I don't think he's winning the Rumble. I would love it. Don't get it twisted. Now, I love like Dominic is one of my favorites right now to like watch, and I'm very entertained when he is on screen. He is doing something. I just don't see them giving the Rumble victory. I think if anything, they're gonna give him the Money in the Bank. I could see them giving him Money in the Bank. They could do that. Now that Braun Breaker is suspended indefinitely, does that mean Fan has a 100% chance of winning? I wouldn't say that. Give Gunther the U.S. title. That's where he belongs, the mid card. If he was on SmackDown, I could see him going after the U.S. because it's like, what else is he gonna do? He's already won the World Championship over Raw. Maybe if they would have kept it on Cody, that would have been a good story to have, and have Gunther take it off of Cody. They could have done that. U.S. title, I would love it. Don't get it wrong, because it's like they what else do they have for him? They're not putting him in the tag team division, so we don't even need to even think about that. They're not putting him in the tag team division. If they put Gunther in the tag team division, that's just criminal. Now that's just wrong. And I'm not even, and I'm just being so serious. That's not funny. That's not fun. That would not be fun at all. But he needs the U.S. title. I think something will have big next week. The Vision attack Adam. That is definitely a possibility. Now that we did see everything that did play out, it's definitely a possibility that they could end up writing him off, or maybe he is going to. And I know they did something similar to this, like I think maybe a couple years ago with Roman Reigns, if I'm not mistaken. They could do that. I would be okay with it. Don't be surprised if Gunther becomes the longest reigning U.S. champion. I think the longest reigning champion is, I think, Dean Ambrose, aka John Moxley. His was 351 days. And I think Austin Theory was like the third or second longest or something along the lines of that. So, I mean, if they give Gunther the U.S. championship, it's a possibility he can hold it for 300, over probably much about a year. I can see them doing that. That would help elevate the U.S. championship like he did with the Intercontinental. I could see them do that, and you could have people like you can have maybe Trick. You can probably have like Shinsuke again. You can maybe end up doing Johnny. I think that'd be an interesting good match. You could do Carmelo Hayes. If you put Obafemi over there, that's another good match right there. So there's definitely a possibility you could do that. It's definitely okay. Okay. No, that's fair. He can win Money in the Bank, but who is he facing on Mania? I think if we're talking about Dominic's facing probably Finn Balor. If we're talking about Dominic. No, the longest. No, I'm saying in the WWE modern history. WWE modern history. I know longest all time is Lex Luger 523 days, but I think they don't really. I don't know how WWE really acknowledges their champions, but I've been seeing like when it comes to like the modern era and everything like that, it's Dean Ambrose. Because Dean Ambrose had it for 351 days. That's my thing. But that is the end of the stream, you guys. Pretty much, like I said, it was a decent episode. I feel like there were some things that we could have done better, especially how they handled the main event tonight. Could have been done better. Then I am looking forward to some stuff next week. We do have Finn Balor competing for the World Heavyweight Championship, which I'm looking forward to. Him and CM Punk. That's gonna be a decent match. We got women's IC title match. We do have Liv Morgan and Roxanne going after the tag team titles for Saturday Night Main Event next week. Potentially even have Raquel and Stephanie being set up for Saturday Night Main Event as well. That's something I could see them doing. So I'm definitely looking forward to that and seeing what does come of that and everything. Yeah, but if Gunther won the U.S. World Champion, it would be weird, Luke. It's going to be bad, but it will be weird because he has never won a U.S. Championship. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Because Dave, you do have a point there. Like, he's never became U.S. champion, so just the idea of them having him as a U.S. champion would be interesting just to see what they can do with his reign, the storylines that they can cook up, the opponents that they can line up for him, and the in-ring aspect of things. I think that could be very interesting as well. But like I said, you guys, that's the end of the stream. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of Monday Night Raw? What's your overall grade and everything like that? I will probably try to do SmackDown. I'm gonna do SmackDown this week. I might try to do NXT tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I do know this week for TNA, since it is a big deal, we will watch TNA this week. I don't know if this is gonna be a weekly thing, but I do know for at the very least, since it's gonna be a big deal, the first episode and everything like that, we will watch that together on stream. I do have some other content that's coming out, whether it's reactions, gaming, all that type of stuff. So, I'll keep you guys up to date with everything like that. So, but too sweet, hearty handshake, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.